fucking times do I have to explain this? There is no lesser of two evils to people living in the Middle East. Do you really think that people in the Middle East give a shit if Obama funds those jihadists or Trump does it? It's the same fucking people. You know, one administration goes out, the next one comes in, and nothing fucking changes. They've been bombing the Middle East for the last 70 fucking years, okay? How is that the lesser of two evils? What a privileged question to ask, as if, you know, presidents in the United States only impact the people of the United States, and as if people in the United States are, you know, better off under one president than under another. People of fucking color. Hello, somebody. What the fuck did Obama do to stop police shootings? Huh? What the fuck did Bill Clinton do for people of color? What the fuck do these Democrats promise except anything but platitudes? Biden himself, this asshole that they're now trying to ram down your fucking throats. This guy was working with segregationists. This guy is the most Republican Democrat that they could pick out of a fucking hat. The only reason that Joe Biden is a Democrat is because he's forgotten how to spell the word Republican. What the fuck is this lesser of two evils bullshit? What a fucking privileged pile of shit to say. The lesser of two evils. I mean, the gaslighting is unreal. It's really something else. They will use this argument until the end of time. I'm not kidding. They will always use this argument that, oh, you know, the Democrats have bought. And who came up with this? The lesser of two evils. Do you not think that your system is broken, that you are being forced to vote for the lesser of two evils? Motherfucker, you should have no evil in the first place because those people should be working for you. If you are having to deal with evils, there's clearly something wrong with that system. And second of all, this isn't a problem that started yesterday, right? Is it? Who got you Trump? Let's go with your bullshit line of thinking, okay? So you want to argue that Donald Trump is, you know, the worst president ever, especially, you know, in modern history, which boggles my mind. It's like as if these people didn't live under Bush. You want to say that, okay, Biden is the lesser of two evils because he's not as bad as Trump, right? Let's go with your line of thinking. Who got you Trump? Where did this evil, this unbelievable monster called Donald Trump, where did he come from? He fall out the fucking sky? How did he get into the Oval Office? This is, you know, a reasonable question. Could it be that the president before him, who, you know, was a Democrat, was so shit, and these neoliberal policies that have been perpetuated for the last 4 years were so shit that they got you this evil Donald Trump that has to be defeated at all costs, to the point that you would prop up a fucking rapist and a war criminal? Man, get out of here, man. These people golf with each other. These people eat dinner with each other. All of them. All of them. To the point that you saw how they voted during the stimulus package. Not even Bernie Sanders, not even AOC, none of them, they all voted. They got in line like a bunch of little ducks, from the meanest, you know, from the Ted Cruz and the Marco Rubios and the Rand Pauls and all the assholes you want to put on the Republican side, to the kindest and the nicest, the AOCs and the Bernies and the whatever else you want to put in there. They all voted the same fucking way. So clearly this whole concept of lesser of two evils is non-existent. Because if they all vote the same way, then clearly there is a cohesion in this environment of Washington, D.C.
All right, Shalom. This is Howard One by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Harakah Kodash, Ma'amah. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. Shalom to you, Akim, and Agwatim, and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. This is Revelations 13 and 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. All right, that's how you know we're dealing with America. All right, where they force you to choose what you would call the lesser of two evils. And they give you two evils and they make you choose the lesser of the two. All right, or they play good cop, bad cop. You know, and they like somebody like Obama, and they have another choice like Trump. You know, so yeah, man, that's what times we're coming into, to where it's starting. The hidden hand is being seen, man. It's starting to be seen that there's a hidden hand out there. And who is it? The Illuminati. They said, give me control over a nation's money, and I care not what they do with the laws. what laws they make, all right, or who's in office. That's who the Illuminati, we call the Rothschilds, out of elite banking families. So they choose what president is going to be in office. The electoral college chooses. So people's vote don't matter, especially so-called black people. Now, or Israelites, because all these nations became confederate against us. So everything in this system, and these presidents, is always going to be set up to keep us down, not to lift us up. Ain't nothing changed with any president that's been in office. Only thing that's changed is probably hyperinflation, of the dollar. So there's more money out here, more cash flowing. But that's a sign of a collapsed economy, to where they got to make artificial jobs, sort of like online jobs. There's no warehousing in that, manufacturing, no economy. So they have online jobs, right? And what they offer you, two presidents. One of them, they said, is a pedophile or some shit, and the other one, we seen what he can do, just bringing chaos. So hey man, lesser of two evils, which is what? Edomites. And it don't even matter if they were Jakes, because the Lord said we're not supposed to be taking part in these damn voting processes of these nations. We vote once we're in Israel. We vote somebody over Israel. And the one that has been chosen is Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh Shai is our president, is our king, is our leader. All right, who cares for the sheep, who cares for his people. So it says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. So that's America, having two horns, Democrats, Republicans, just like the Roman Empire. All right, and the dragon represents the Roman Empire. So America is basically Rome all over again, revised Roman Empire. Okay. And he exercised of all the power of the first beast before him, right? America's doing that. No other nation is exercising all the power of the Roman Empire. Russia's not doing it. China's not doing that. It's America. All right. China's starting to follow. China's followed in the footsteps of America. But it's America, man. America's the one, Babylon, the one that's pushing all the agenda and the power of Rome. And he exercised of all the power of the first beast before him, all right, NATO and Roman Empire, and caused the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. All right. Now, let me get this real quick. All right. This is Psalm 17 and 11. They have now compassed us in our steps, man. Right? Because I was watching Apostle Gabar, and he was doing a lesson on the brother Yashawamba out there in Dallas. And they were saying the standard, will be here soon, roughly paraphrasing. So what? And they were speaking about there being more of them than there is of us. But the Lord does well with small numbers. All right. But check this out. It says what? They have now compassed us in our steps, man. All right. Because they're everywhere. Wickedness is everywhere. Evil people are everywhere. Especially pushing the agenda of these Edomites and the devil on the left-hand side. Like spiritual demon Satan. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth. So they have exalted themselves. All right, being proud, like Apostle Hart mentioned in his lesson the other day. Esau is puffing at his enemies. All right, flagging them off, like, whatever. All right, they set up so prideful and so exalted that they're looking down at the earth, seeking whom they may devour, looking at the earth like prey. All right, or for the taking. So they have compassed us in our steps, man. All right, they're everywhere. As we work forward towards the kingdom, these heathens are setting traps out here. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth, man. Like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in the secret places. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. All right. And that's Esau, man. Especially Biden and Trump. They both Edomites. All right. Prideful as Edomites, man. That don't care about the people. They just want money and power and what you call that? Basic capitalism, man. All right. And we see what Joe Biden do with them little girls on TV, man. It's crazy. So, what it say? It says, as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. And they use the police like Trump put out there. He said what? Donald Trump, he said, don't go nice on the people. Be hard on them. That's what he was telling to the police. You know, and in the midst of that, before that, and after that, the police been mowing down a lot of jakes out here, just shooting them up. All right. It says, from men which are thy hand, O Yahweh. So why vote for these people when the Lord controlling the situation anyway? And he told us who's over us. He said, I will set my king over my Mount Zion, man. All right. So his king is Yahushua. He said a king over his people. From men which are thy sword, O Yahweh. From men of the world, man. So these are worldly people. And they bring a lot of destruction. That's what the word sword means. All right. From which have their portion in this life, whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasures. They are full of children and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. All right. So they gain the fatness of the world through their sword. That's Esau, man. Genesis 25. That's the blessing that Isaac gave to him. All right. And through destruction and through lies and deception and being subtle, more subtle than any beast of the field, man. That's Esau, man. More cunning and crafty. So, and they leave the rest unto their children, unto their babes, man. And that's why you got all these Ivy League schools that have these Masonic gatherings and fraternities and Illuminati branch offs, you know, Yale, Simon Gates, or whatever you call them, Gratz, Harvard. All right, you got all these different fraternities in there. Now check it out, man. And that's where a lot of these presidents come from. They get selected from these Ivy League schools where they have these Masonic fraternities that prepare them to aim for the presidency and be a puppet. So it don't matter who you vote for. You know, they got this thing called the Electoral College that they put in place, basically to filter in or to keep so-called black people's votes from being important. All right, because back in the day, they had something to where if a so-called black man, you know, from tribes of Israel would try to vote, they would say, hey, the Edomite would say to another Edomite in the South, you know, your slave is considered your property. So that means to tell me you can add your furniture, your couch, your lamp. You can add that to your voting ballot and say, my couch has voted as well. My slave has voted as well. So to fix that, they added in the Electoral College to balance shit out. But really, the Electoral College is nothing but Edomites. All right, them racist Edomites in the South. So the black man's vote never mattered anyway. It still doesn't matter as long as the Electoral College is in place. Period. Other than that, you will vote for the common man or the hero. Everybody would vote for somebody that they like. In general, just average person in the community that's doing great, and then people will vote for that person. but they tell you who to vote for. You see that? They push them in front of your face, like Biden and this other guy. Give you two options. It's billions of people. It's millions of people in America, man. And they give you two options, yo. All right, that's how you know they have an agenda. And at the end of the race, it's always whatever two Edomites you see beefing, the one that loses usually bandwagons the other one. All right, start voting for him and yeah, do a great job being the president, cheering each other on, but nothing gets done. They put Trump in office during a falling economy, and now the economy crashing even more. They blaming him. All right. So they had this pandemic, and they were gonna shut the economy down anyway. So that's why they said. That's why the Illuminati members have spoken. They say, "Yo, give me power over the nation's money. I care not what you do with the rules or the laws." All right, they don't care about that. If anything, they hand that over to different family members and let them handle that, like the Rockefellers and all them. All right. So yeah, man, let me get this real quick. It said they can pass us in our steps. So it don't matter where you look, who you vote for, the lesser of two evils, both of them are evil. Whoever's backing them is evil. The whole system is evil. Voting is evil. How about that? Psalms 12. Let's do start from verse 8. All right. It says, the wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted. All right. Now, the vilest men represent these Edomites. All right. And these heathens in general. But the most wicked is Esau, man. And it says the wicked walk on every side. They basically free to roam and do what the hell they want when the vilest men are exalted. People like Trump, he got lifted up, so his whole cabinet, these Edomites got lifted up in this country. All right. We say make America great again or hate again. Then you have Biden, his whole cabinet. Then you got them setting the stage where they're allowing pedophilia in America, where a man can be with a 10-year-old girl, 13-year-old girl, 12-year-old girl. Yeah, that was cool. 13 years old or whatever in the Old Testament. But in this society, man, it's pedophilia. And they're making the way for it for people like Biden. It ain't no coincidence, man. Now they passing laws for it in California. In this wicked place, man, with nothing but perversion and demons. All right. A den of thieves. Kidnapping. So in the midst of a falling economy, pandemics, World War III, chariots popping up, and people worrying about the damn president. Fuck the president, man. All right, whatever president's in office. Psalms 12 and 8. Why? Because the wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted. All right, so when they get exalted, either one of those evil men, they're going to create more wicked people just like them. All right, more wickedness out here.